Previously, one of Escape from Tarkov's most useless ammos recently received a buff, and it also got a new version of the ammo, 366 AP. People have been hounding me constantly to test the ammo, so we're going to be doing just that today. Stick around and find out how effective 366 can be. As always, guys, we're going to be testing all the ammos for 366 here today from FMJ, Gekska, EKO, and also AP. We'll be testing a wide range of level 3 armors, working our way up to level 6. And we're also going to be testing some visors here today, guys, from level 3 all the way up to 6 as well. That's going to be really interesting. Everything is going to be multiple tests per ammo, all max durability armor, and only thorax shots. Jumping straight into leg meta here today with FMJ and Gekska. Because of their incredibly low penetration value, we're going to be starting off here today with FMJ, which actually has a whopping 98 flesh. So you see 5 shots to the leg to bring it down. That's actually not too bad if you think about it. However, with the low fire rate being semi-automatic or bolt, that's not the best. So how about Gekska here with 110 flesh damage? So it's going to be another 5 shots as well, but the reason I'd recommend Gekska here is it actually has a less recoil modifier and it also has more flesh damage in general. Let's jump straight into armor testing here today, starting off with EKO, which recently got a buff for 30 pen, and it actually has a whopping 73 damage. 30 pen is going to show us here that there's going to be reliability in the class 3 and also mainly visors, and that's why it's viable. As always, guys, before we get into this, I do stream on Twitch 5 days a week. You guys have got any questions about armor testing, feel free to jump past and ask me any questions you may have. If you want to know when these videos go up as well, I also have a Twitter where I'll post the videos as soon as they're posted, so never miss another video. So let's jump straight into EKO testing here today. We're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be testing some different rigs here. We're going to be starting off with the Ulay rig, which is a standard low budget rig here, an armored vest. So let's jump straight into it. You see 2 shots to bring it down, but how about a KIRASA, which is actually made out of a better material type?
Wonder what's down here.
Once again, 2 shots. And how about the Rat rig or the 6B3TM? The 6 shots to bring down level 4 armor. So how about the best level 4 armor, Trooper? So once again, 6 shots for a Trooper. Can really show you guys if you spam that trigger, you can bring someone down pretty quickly, but understand these are with consecutive shots to the chest. So as we jump into the results here, I just want to show you guys something quickly here with the durability of the Trooper armor being 60.6 out of 85. Although it's ultra high weight polyethylene versus the armored rig here, which the Titan is 10.4 out of 40, you're going to be realizing that although not every firefight you come out dying in or you're shooting a guy, if he heals between firefights, material type can mean everything. So we're actually going to be doing another video coming up soon, so make sure you guys are subscribed for that. We're going to be talking about armor type and material type and how it's super important, so you don't want to be missing that. So let's jump straight into some better armors here, starting off with the TV110. 6 shots once again, but how about level 5 Gen 4 Assault? So 11 shots isn't too good, but how about a killer armor or 6B13M?
You need to be worried about Bear.
So 12 shots to bring down a killer armor, and last but not least, slick plate carrier. So 14 shots here for slick. You got to really be realizing once you look at the durabilities of some of these armor that the 30 pen is just not enough. A lot of the level 4 and level 5 armors is just mainly blunt damage. And depending on the material type will actually depend on how many shots you can take. So a lot of blunt damage here, you're going to be noticing that it's pretty much always going to be a 2-shot when level 3 do that 30 pen. It's really going to drop the ball here, especially at class 5 and 6. Which is actually a bit disappointing, but level 3 visors is something else. But as we look at the new round here with a whopping 90 damage and 42 pen, people have been asking me constantly to test this ammo, AP. So let's jump straight into AP and let's gonna throw it up against various levels of level 3 armor here so we can have a quick look at what it can achieve. Yes, you saw that right. That is a one tap with 90 flesh damage passing straight through the level 3 and none of it being absorbed. So basically just a one shot to the thorax on most level 3 armors. However, when you step up a level, even with the 42 pen, you're actually going to be noticing that it becomes a 2-tap. That's a 2-tap on both the 6B3TM and also the Trooper armor, making AP a 2-tap and a 1-tap for lower levels and also people not wearing armor. So how about a TV110? Once again, a 2-tap. Let's work our way up to class 5 now. 4 shots for Gen 4. 3 shots for a killer armor. So we weren't super happy with these results because I saw some weirdness here, but you guys actually have to understand that at 42 pen, it's a random chance to penetrate when it comes up against anything like class 5. All the class 5 armors are actually going to give you a wide variety of results. Time and time again, especially armors like the Gen 4 Assault here made out of combined materials here, you're going to be noticing that it just broke down a little bit quicker than something like a killer armor. So we actually were a little bit worried because the killer armor was not actually max durability because I couldn't buy any. And it was actually 0.7 missing durability here. So we went and did it again, this time with a 60/60 killer armor, and did it a few more times to see what it was really like. We also threw a TACTEC in the mix to see how it can stack up against different material types and also that class 5. The 3 shots for a Gen 4 this time, you notice we got really lucky. 4 shots for a 50/50 TACTEC, and now for the killer armor. So you're gonna see 6 shots there, which probably got you scratching your head. Let's jump straight into Slick. So Slick's a little bit more reliable for results. However, the class 5 with that 42 pen can vary vastly. If we actually look at the durabilities of some of these armors, especially the killer armor, you're gonna notice that every single time we rolled a stop here on the armor here. That's why it's so low at 2.8 out of 60. As we work our way towards the TACTEC here, it's quite interesting because we can see that the TACTEC actually has a lower max durability. But when we look at the Gen 4 Assault, you're going to notice that the pen chance we got lucky on, resulting in that 3 hits, passing through with 40.1 out of 75. Once again, the Slick plate was blunt damaged its way down to a measly 6 out of 80. So if we look at the difference here between the penetration values of AP, you're going to notice a lot more reliability. 1 taps on level 3, a lot more reliability in 4, a varying difference in level 5, and also better in 6. So let's do some quick visor testing here today. We're going to be starting off with the 366 EKO. The 366 EKO, if you're thinking about it, is actually 30 pen, which means it should be reliable on most common visors like this one here. And you're going to notice it went straight through the level 3 visor. But with 30 pen can drop the ball on level 4. And let's just hope you don't run up against someone with an Alton. But how about a killer helmet? Alright, so what you're noticing there is that the Alton actually took more shots than the killer helmet. And this is really interesting because at low penetration values, the material type once again plays into this. When you look at the difference between combined materials or armored steel, the Alton actually takes more of a beating from lower pen rounds. So when time and time again, it can actually take a better beating from low pen rounds, but higher pen rounds are actually better against the Mashka because sometimes they'll just zip straight through the Alton. So when we compare something like 366 AP up against the visors, this is where things get interesting. At 42 pen, we're actually going to start testing the Alton's penetration. So you're going to notice a 1 tap here on level 3. How about level 4? So without a ricochet, you're not going to stop one of these, but how about an Alton? 2 shots for an Alton, and last but not least, a Mashka. So this time you're going to be seeing the difference here when you start to stack up the Alton versus the killer helmet with higher pen values. But when you're versing lower pen, you're going to notice that the Alton here and also the killer helmet actually have varying durabilities. The killer was almost beat down to nothing. The other two had a high durability as it passed straight through. And same with the Alton here when we look, it's about half durability, which is quite interesting, showing me that it actually zipped straight through. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to like and subscribe. You don't want to be missing future armor testing videos. Let me know in the comments down below what you'd love to see next. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.